You get it. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Scroll. But yeah, by the way, for those of you that you want your own Game of Thrones sex little gag gift for your Game of Thrones friends and whatever like that.
Or for sword collectors.
Or if you're a sword collector, go to geeksextoys.com.
It gives the little thing of sword fighting a whole different meaning right now.
Let's cross swords.
Oh God, can we get them and just?
Well, they have unicorn horns. Again, it's all it's geek stuff. So they have unicorn horns.
No, the swords are just more
New Day
epic.
rocks. Hard.
Look at me, I'm a killer rhino.
Wow, you've been gored. I know Bazinga on that one, son of a bitch. Come on.
Fine.
Bazinga.
Thank you. All right. Sorry. Jumping forward to Thursday news. DC unveiled the Joker Batman mashup design for their upcoming The Batman Who Laughs. Again, these are all one-shots. These are part of like a whole heavy metal alternate universe type thing. There's all these different Batmans, and they wound up coming here and everything like that. They're all not exactly the nicest. So this Batman Joker mashup, I can only describe it at the moment, but it is in our feed. Holy shit. It's like features of the Joker in this wicked Batman costume that looks like it came out of Hellraiser. Because it's just all leather and straps, and the visor over his eyes has spikes coming out of it. Like, again, it's very like Clive Barker Hellraiser inspired, you can tell. It looks more like a symbiote than anything else. And then on top of that, he's got not one, not two, but 3 Robins as sidekicks. But here's the clincher. They're like these demonic-looking evil vampire things dressed as Robin, and he has them all in chains. Like a 3-chain leash.
Well then.
And they follow him around. They have wicked smiles, and you see their fangs and the pointy ears, and they're just demented, twisting, goblin-looking... Goblin-looking vampires.
Huh.
It is probably one of the most darkest things I have ever seen DC put out. Again, you guys got to check this out on the newsfeed. Again, I'm describing it as best as possible. The Batman Who Laughs will release as a one-shot. Again, comes out this November. So yeah, I mean, you guys got to check it out though. Definitely check it out. Okay, so there was a lot of moving on in the news. A lot of things going on with the Jared Leto was potentially reprising the role of the Joker for Gotham City Sirens. There was talks of a Joker origin movie as well as another Joker movie and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's talks of a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. And everything like that. Let me see if I have that. Oh, yeah. There's a Joker and Harley Quinn movie in the works. But there's also a little bit of controversy. But basically, DC's movies right now are like... Their scheduling right now is in shambles. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of titles with no release dates. But this has been the craziest week so far that they've done with this Jared Leto Joker thing. Because at first he was in, then he was not in, and he's doing it, he's not doing it. And now he was going to do an origin film, and now he's doing this Harley Quinn Joker thing. So here's the news on the Harley Quinn Joker thing.
Oy vey.
Jared Leto and Margot Robbie are both expected to reprise their roles for David Ayer's critically reviled Suicide Squad. A production start date is unknown, but the film... Again, no date, no nothing. But the film is reportedly being fast-tracked in order to accommodate Leto and Robbie's holding agreements and is hoping to go into production not long after Robbie wraps the upcoming Suicide Squad sequel, which is currently being shopped to directors. So they haven't even done that yet. Jesus. Because Margot Robbie right now has gone through a drastic appearance change for a biopic movie. I believe it's Queen Elizabeth or something like that. Like, she's actually, like, got the orange curly hair, her head shaved and everything. None of it's prosthetic. Like, she had this done to her.
Nice.
And everything like that. And people were like, whoa, like, a woman of that much beauty actually went that far to, do it. But Margot Robbie, knows she's beautiful, and that's how she got herself out there. But she's also going the other route now and showing she can act. And she can. She really can. Anyway, pressing forward what I was talking about. The Joker Harley movie is said to be a criminal love story between the two murder psychopaths will be a part of WB's main DC film's continuity, meaning it will take place in the same timeline as Justice League and not in an alternate timeline like the numerous upcoming spin-offs, including the Joker origin story and apparently the Batman. And related news to that, I had mentioned Gotham City Sirens. Apparently, they were talking about the Joker, a.k.a. Jared Leto, coming in to be the Joker for the Gotham City Sirens movie. Apparently, this movie is bumping off Gotham City Sirens, so it looks like there is not going to be a Gotham City Sirens movie. So, yeah. DC's got to get their shit on track.
Yeah.
They really do.
You remember how we were talking about blah, 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 demographic and blah, 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 right?
Yes.
What in the hell do these people honestly think in the fact that they're pushing and going to be making a Joker Harley Quinn movie when it's no knowledge amongst fans and non-fans alike that is not a relationship to be proud of nor exploited? Like, what are they thinking? They are not that love story. And the people and fans and non-fans are finally realized, yeah, they are not a love story. So what makes them think that's a good idea?
One word.
Deadpool?
Deadpool opened up the floodgates for this type of a genre of film.
No, I understand that. That genre of film, it's an abusive relationship, and they're just totally okay with. Granted, it's not going to be an abusive relationship movie, but the point is, that's just not a good idea.
It may not be, but again, it falls into what you said, what we were talking about with the John Cena thing. All they see is money on the face value.
Yeah.
They're not really looking at the material.
Yeah, because even if the movie is not about that part of their relationship, at the end of the day, everybody in the entire fucking world does not like that relationship anymore.
Which is why Harley finally came to her senses and now runs on her own.
Yeah, they want.
Which I mean, I guess maybe this is the route they're going to go with. Because remember, there was talks of a Harley Quinn movie. Yeah. But again, there was talks of a Harley Quinn movie. Then there was a Gotham City's movie. Then there's a Joker movie. It's you guys need to make up your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You're trying to play catch up right now with Marvel, and you're not going. They're so far ahead of the game. And
it's things like this that keep them behind the game.
I mean, it was... I negated this news article, but James Gunn, I believe, behind Guardians of the Galaxy, he said Guardians of the Galaxy 3, like everything else with the Avengers and everything like that, he said Guardians of the Galaxy 3 sets up the next decade of Marvel movies after that movie. It sets up the next 10 years of movies after that release. Damn. Which is what they did when they first started their whole phase 1. Yeah. Everything was a slow build. They've been desperately trying to play catch up. Honestly, at this point, other than they've got a great director and writer now in Joss Whedon on Justice League. And everything like that. He's made a lot of changes. Apparently, what's his name that did the Lex Luthor? Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah. That everybody was meh about, and then they had filmed his footage for Justice League 2. Apparently that has wound up on the cutting room side. He is not going to be reprising that. They said that's not even happening now. That's how the changes they're making. But regardless of that, it's still rushing it. I honestly feel the only two things that are going to save Justice League at this point, well, maybe 3. Well, 4. Is going to be, Gal Gadot's gotten some great popularity. Yes. So the women are going to, and which is funny because it's leading me into something very, very shortly. Gal Gadot's getting some great star power and steam.
Yes.
People are kind of getting behind Ben Affleck now as Batman. They said he is a great Batman. Everybody's really liking him as Batman. But other than Joss Whedon, coming on board and kind of saving this, I think the other thing that's going to be the dark horse and is going to save this movie is Jason Momoa. Because he's been stealing every commercial and everything like that. They're Batman's always going to be cool, Wonder Woman's awesome, but Jason Momoa looks badass as Aquaman. Yeah. And apparently Aquaman, they're plunking a lot of money into Aquaman and everything like that, which they have to, because that's a lot of, no pun intended, this is serious. There's a lot of underwater equipment, there's a lot of underwater shooting and everything like that. It's a lot. It's not all CG. They had to shoot a lot of stuff under fucking water. to do this. So it's not going to be enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too late for them to back out and say, okay, let's reboot again. You've done that already so many times. You got to kind of take the dice and you roll with it. But in the same token, slow the fuck down. Slow down. You don't have to rush. Why don't you take your time and doing these things instead of going, let's do this one, let's do this one, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Marvel's not doing that. There's been talks of a potential Nova film. They're not rushing it. There's been talks of this and that, and they're just not rushing these things.
Yeah.
They're not.
They never were.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. They never really were.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, where this all leads, we're going to have to see. All right. To close out the Thursday news, in a shocking turn of events, Forbes released its typical highest paid actors and actresses of the year. This one, shockingly, beating out The Rock by $3 million. The new highest paid actor in Hollywood is Mark Wahlberg.
Wow.
Marky Mark.
With $68 million, making $50 million more than he did last year.
Fucking Marky Mark. Who would have
Yes.
fucking thought Good Vibrations over here would be Mr. Number One?
Yeah.
And why? Also, like, that's the other question. Why?
Transformers was a bomb. The other thing he has coming out is Stepfather's...
No, Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah.
Which is coming out. It hasn't come out yet. And everything like that. But, like, yeah, he beat out The Rock by $3 million.
Movies being bombs aside, it's just in everything he does.
And he's on, like, commercials and everything right now. Like,
in everything he does, he's just Marky Mark. There is no Mark Wahlberg plays so-and-so. No, he's fucking Mark Wahlberg in every fucking thing he does.
Like, the only thing where I've actually found him kind of really funny is, like, the little clips I've seen him in Ted because he's just being a Boston guy, but he's from Boston, so how hard is that?
But he's always being him.
Yeah.
He's really not acting per se.
His acting hasn't changed since the big hit. It's, like, the same acting.
That's why I wonder, why?
I don't know. I
How?
don't know, but all of a sudden he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood. And again, a $50 million difference than from what he was making last year.
That's insane.
Let's get Marky Mark.
Like,
who says that?
I don't know. And you know they call him Marky Mark and, like, these, you know, not to his face, but you know they call him Marky Mark in, like, the conference room.
Oh, yeah, like, what is he? Dude, Marky Mark was just in here.
Right?
They
don't call him Mark Wahlberg.
Like, I can only imagine the, like, behind the doors jokes when he walks out. And they're like, good vibrations. You think anybody's ever, you ever think anybody's ever slipped on that, too? Like, like, you know, like, you get that obnoxious worker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, dude, I was just listening to Good Vibrations before. I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's just like, he gives him the look like, really, motherfucker? Really? He's never going to escape that. Like,
No,
ever.
he won't.
Between that and Calvin Klein, he's never going to escape that.
Good Vibrations was, like, the best song ever, that's why. I
Anyway.
still listen to it.
Pressing forward to Friday news. In our serious what the fuck, this guy's been quite the controversy on our everywhere and on our show the last, couple of, I'd say 3-4 weeks straight.
Yeah.
James Cameron apparently went on some fun little rants that Wonder Woman
Yeah.
was go on about that part because I actually have the rebuttal from the director. So why don't you give him that part?
According to James Cameron, Wonder Woman was a step back when it comes to female leads and women superheroes and feminism. To summarize, basically, he feels that in order to be a good feminist role model, etc., that, you know, Wonder Woman's just too pretty. So, in other words... and
then also the Sarah Connor comparison. Like, Sarah Connor wasn't that pretty.
Yeah, and
she wasn't a perfect mom.
Yes, he went on to compare that Sarah Connor was a better role model and more based on feminism because, you know, of everything that she went through and, you know, because she didn't care about her looks and blah, blah, blah. But again, to summarize, James Cameron basically said you can't be feminist and a role model if you're pretty. That's basically what it summarizes.
Which is funny, though, because, like, okay, so Sarah Connor was a better role model.
In a sense, yes, apparently.
Maybe for women. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate of this. Maybe for women. If you had a child
Mhm.
and you